Hey guys, just a update video here. I'm sorry, no work done today. I have been working a lot though in the garage. Unfortunately, every time I film something goes wrong. So it's just part of being me. So all the money from the Saber I pretty much spent on other projects, one being this guy here, and that guy, and this guy. Let's start with this. I just got it for the engine and the hydro. It's got a, well, none of this stuff looks like this when I get it. You couldn't even tell it was red inside there. It was so dirty. And the engine too was, and like, how about that? It is black. It was already black to begin with. But anyway, it's all pressure washed. That I got that engine running good. Sat outside a long time. Runs great. So I was thinking of taking it out and just keeping it aside. And the hydro too, because it's not very pretty. It's only a 33-inch deck. I don't know. I might change my mind on it and just... It needs a key switch, a battery tray, and whatever. So maybe I might, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that is just for the engine. Let's move on. Well, this is the neighbor's poor old Poulon. The poor old Poulon's back, guys. Yeah. She wanted me to put a belt on it, but yeah, can't put a belt on it when your spindle's busted. So I told her, yeah, I don't know what you want to do with it, but this poor thing sits outside all year long, uncovered. It's got 18 V-twin Briggs, and that thing runs like a top. If the battery wasn't dead, I'd show you. No grill, as you can see. I found this hood laying on her property for it, and I just put a bar in there and made it just so it had something covering it, but I don't know. I don't know what she's going to do with it. This guy here, yes, it looks not too bad now. It's got some grass on it because I just mowed with it. I guarantee I made it look this way, but it looked like that seat. You know, I don't have another seat for it, so put a bunch of flex tape on there, and it seems to be doing pretty good. You put this kind of tape on there, and then you heat it up with a heat gun and smush it down, and it seems to hold pretty good. Originally it had a Kohler in it. From factory. It's only got 362 hours on it, and somebody had just thrashed it. It had this 18 opposed in it. It smoked pretty bad. Before I get to that Craftsman had a V-twin Kohler that I wanted to put in this. And I've done a lot of engine swaps and never come across a problem where the shaft was way too long, you know, way too long. Plus it was bigger round than anything I've ever seen. It's actually over here in the messy area. The whole place is a disaster area. But this one, I just drained the oil out of it because I have to change this. Anyway, I have to change that. But this Kohler runs awesome. I just couldn't make it work in there just because of the shaft size. When I got the Kohler, it had this problem. It had a mouse nest in it, and somebody ran it in away. So the guy I got it from gave me another cover and 2 coils and stuff like that. So I got that Kohler going good. I'm probably going to put it back in there because that has all the right pulleys and everything set up for that size of the shaft on it. Now I couldn't take the stuff from this and put it into this because they didn't match up the heights of the pulleys, and it was going to be way too time consuming, and didn't go that way. So I had this 20 horse sitting around. It does run really good. I'll start it for you. I got a buyer for it, so I'm going to load it here pretty soon. But this one too doesn't need the choke. Listen to that baby purr. 362 hours and somebody just thrashed the heck out of this thing. Anyway, I got that in there. It's good to go. I shined it up quite a bit. It was all dulled out, you know, much like that seat is all, you know, you can tell his son had just baked this thing. So I'm not getting a lot for it as much as I thought I was gonna. But you know what? It is what it is. I can take that money and get more stuff. So, same guy I got these things from. In fact, I bought this one, that Craftsman, and this Vanguard all in a package deal. So that's supposed to run good, but you know, you never know. Now I could have probably put that 18 Vanguard in here, but I went with the opposed because it has more torque. This is a 54-inch deck. It actually handles it really well, so I think I made the right decision to go with the 20. Just for the torque factor. I wish I had a bigger motor to put in it, but I don't. That's why I'm not getting as much for it as I wanted, but that's okay. Anyway, the guy I got this stuff from has another one like that. I'm gonna get for, I need some deck parts for this. This one's pretty rough too. I may not even decide to fix it up. I don't know. I'm gonna look at the other one he's got like this. If it's, you know, if it's not gonna pan out, then heck with it. I gotta stop farting around with junk, you know. So we'll see. And then the Dixon, which I got last year, had a 16 Vanguard in it, single cylinder. I put the 14 Vanguard in it, and I figured the 2 cylinders would make up for the 2 horsepower loss. Not. Runs good, moves good, all that stuff, but to engage a deck, and it's a little lagging. So I have a 16 I can put in it, Vanguard V-twin, which I'll probably do. It looks bitchin' in there though, don't it? I mean, that thing looks, why wouldn't you want this thing? It's so cool. And I had to patch together a couple of different exhausts off Vanguards, come up with this round muffler deal. And then I made, out of the Sabre parts, got the heat shields and cut and formed, welded a couple of nuts onto the muffler, bolt that down. That works really well, I think. But I'll have to make I'll have to make a bumper go around there, probably, so you don't smash the hell out of that thing when you're backing up. But I really like the way that looks in there. I really wish it would have worked Dang. God, it looks awesome. Anyway, so I got to load it up in the truck. This Craftsman anyway. I got a buyer for it. I'm going to meet him. He's coming from a long way away. So, and then probably come back home with some more stuff. So, Bert and Bertha have been hard at it. They're, he'll sit out here and he'll squawk to me sometimes. So, anyway, oh, I forgot to talk about this one. Now, this looks like the one in the barn, right? With the Onan in it. That's because it's practically one and the same. 20 horse Onan. I got it for real cheap. The guy didn't know what an Onan was, so. And mine's the one in the barn's in a lot better shape than this. This one has the lens. Mine, the one in the barn doesn't. Although this one fell down because somebody gave it a boo-boo. Seat on this one's nice. And it, the difference is with this one is it's got electric lift. Pretty cool, huh? So, and it's got a new gas cap. Woohoo! Now, so I got it pretty much just for the engine. The deck, he screwed something up with the way the belt runs, and it's just jumping off all the time. So I'll have to figure that out some other time. But I could take this and move it all over the place. Both the bolts and the carburetor, holding the carburetor, were off, laying in the block. And I think still ran though. Still ran great. However, the gears on the starter motor are pretty well shot. I can start it for you, but it's going to sound terrible. But the flywheel itself, the gears on the flywheel are perfect shape. So let's see if she'll fire up. The battery might be dead too. Yep. Does have really old gas in it. And if you noticed, what I noticed a while ago is that the governor is a little screwy. So I'll have to mess with that. But pretty much just got this for parts for the other one. Got a good motor in it, you know. And it's only got 451 hours on that Onan, so that's not bad. I mean, geez, my Cubs have more than that. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. All right, bye.